What, were you expecting a hello? You haven't been home in almost a whole week. I almost abandoned the house to come and find you, but the cockroaches talked me out of it. They can be very persuasive. But how do you expect me to just pretend like nothing happened? You were gone for a long time. I'm gonna make sure you wake up with the most tangled hair for an entire month. And not just because I like to play with your hair. It is very soft, though. Ugh, but it's soft like your principles. It's the hair of a traitor, a deserter. You just left. Your hair is even thinner than my patience. And honestly, I think I am very patient because I didn't even eat all of the sugar while you were gone. I figured I should start rationing it pretty early on. And I was rationing the whole time. It was really very hard. Your hair is very soft. But anyway, I got through the entire week with 2 grains of sugar to spare. So I think I did pretty good. I didn't know how long I would have to ration them, so I guess I'm pretty glad that I over-rationed and kept those 2 grains of sugar to spare. But you have more sugar now, right? Surely you went to the grocery store before you came back home, right? Oh, good. Where is it? Good, yum, sugar. Here, I'll put it in my star jar. I like to keep my stars marinating in a little bit sugar. It keeps the wishes extra sweet. So, where did you go anyway? What could have been more important than staying home? That one needs to marinate for longer. You went to the beach? Well, no wonder you look more tomatoey than usual. You look pretty tomatoey. Did you know that pixie ectoplasm is basically, indistinguishable from aloe vera at a microscopic level? It could probably help your sunburn is all I'm saying. Your very tomatoey sunburn. I wonder if you'll get any new freckles from this. My ectoplasm could probably help your sunburn is all that I'm saying. But in order to generate it, you are going to have to swear that you will never leave the home again, and also never leave the couch again, and bed rot for eternity. No? Oh, well, it was worth a shot, I guess. Oh, did you get a seashell? That's so cute. You know, I have some hermit crab riding pixie friends, and they occupy the reefs and the shorelines, and they slice up children's feet in the sand, and they drink their blood. I think they would love a seashell like this. They would probably pay a very pretty penny for it. They're born without any wings, so they really depend on their crab companions to get around. Unlike us house pixies, in theory, we just ride cockroaches for fun, but that's just in theory. That's how it used to be, until modern bug spray got everywhere. And our wings started to atrophy and fall off. The plastic ones do help, though, with the phantom wing itching. these plastic ones were really hard for me to make. Plastic is very difficult to generate for pixies. It takes a lot of science. You know, the more I think of it, the more I think that humans should really pay reparations to all the magic folk that you hurt. Not in money though, since I know that's the first thing you thought of, you dumb human. Do you ever stop thinking about money? That's a real question. I'm really very curious. Or is it like biologically always inside of your head? You know it's not even real, right? Like it's just paper. I'd much rather go to the source personally. You could give me petroleum. I think humans should give pixies all of the petroleum. Anyway, you need my ectoplasm for your sunburn. I'll try not to make it too itchy. Just there, I can already see it working. Kind of calming down your skin a little bit on your under eye over here, and on your under eye over here. I'll get your nose. Your nose is super, super red. Nose. And your forehead. Under your hair. Oh god. You have a big forehead. Has anyone ever told you that? Let's get that in your forehead. Forehead, forehead, forehead. Have you ever thought of becoming a snail? I mean, since you can't really become a crab, but theoretically you could crawl into a giant shell and wear it like armor all the time. And if you never had any vitamin D, your skin would kind of liquefy until you're snail-like. Oh, that doesn't happen to humans? You don't liquefy if you stay out of the sun too long? Wait, then what even is bed rotting? Oh, it's just a metaphor? That's so strange. Do you ever wonder if you're just a metaphor? Like, if you're just something people refer to describe something else that's a little bit more ineffable. I don't want to be a metaphor. I really don't, but sometimes I think I am just a bridge between two things that are both much more tangible and real than I am. Like a human in their house. I'm real, right? You can feel my ectoplasm on your face. It should feel like a little bit tingly, especially right here on the sensitive part underneath your eyes. Your eye bags. Those are usually pretty sensitive. Do I feel real to you? I I never went to school though, so maybe I have no idea what a metaphor is. When you speak every language, you kind of realize it only matters like about 10% what words you use and 80% how you say them and 10% something else, probably. I think if you were a metaphor, you'd describe sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, I'll try to be more serious. I think you'd describe, oh wait, look up for me so I can get your neck. You'd describe cockroaches. Keep looking up, don't look at me. You'd describe cockroaches, Pixie's best friends. Pixie's best friends are cockroaches. I think you could be a metaphor for those. But only in like a sarcastic, very, very literary devicey type of way. A quirky, surprising stretch of a metaphor. Cockroaches never leave the home unless they get kicked out of the nest because of overpopulation. You leave the house whenever you want to, apparently, to go get burnt on the beach and get cuts on your feet. And look at the lame fucking ocean, just a big basin of water that doesn't have near enough sugar in it and way too much salt. And you don't even have to do that because you don't even liquefy if you don't get enough vitamin D. Like the rest of us, so actually, yeah, you're nothing like a roach. I changed my mind. Roaches are very different. You're just tomatoes. Let me rub this in a little bit more around your eyebrows. Stay still. You should probably go to sleep or something. Isn't that what humans do when they come back from a long trip? Let me get your jaw here. And I have a lot of hair tingling to do. When you wake up, you're not even gonna know where you're supposed to part your hair. Oh, what? You thought the seashell and the sugar would make me forgive you? No. That was just your offering for all of my ectoplasm. This is a big deal. Pixies do not give their ectoplasm to anyone. You still need to pay for leaving the house for an entire week. And tangling your hair every night for a month sounds like a just punishment to me. And don't even think about trying to pray me away again. I'm not a demon for the millionth time, and God and I are on quite fine terms, actually. We have a deal where I get to humble bishops who start getting a little bit too egotistical. So you can pray all you want, but don't try to pray me away, because that's not happening. Not when I have a job to do, which I do, of tingling all of your hair. Tingling all of your hairs. One by one, I'm going to tingle every single strand to another strand. So you can just go to sleep, human. And you can forget the world, forget what I'm doing, and just wake up tomorrow tingled and relaxed and glad to be home and frustrated after a good night's sleep of having your hair tingled and your face ectoplasmed. Ectoplasmed. I might even get some of the ectoplasm in your hair too. Have you ever heard of the tangling spray? Ectoplasm's like the opposite. It is like aloe vera for your face and it heals sunburn, but it's like extra hair tangler. Kind of makes your hair kind of crunchy and difficult to work with. So if I get a little bit of ectoplasm in your hair, then your hair will be really difficult to work with. And then you won't even want to leave the house, because every day will be a bad hair day. But your hair will be good enough to go to the grocery store and get sugar. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Tingle, 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 tingle. Tingle, 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 tingle. Tingle, tingle, scratchy, 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 tingle. Scratchy, scratchy, tingle. Scratchy, scratchy, tingle. Scratchy, scratchy, tingle. Scratchy, scratchy, tingle.